What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dice House from the DCUO commentary. Today, I want to bring you a video here. I wanted to talk about this because something happened to me today. I was plugging FoS1 and we ran this issue. I'm going to talk about mental controlling in PvE. Specifically, this is going to be for FoS1. This is my mental controller right here. You'll see here. This is my loadout here. Telekinesis I use for power over time. It's probably the most versatile one. They got thought bubbles, good for defense debuffs, and for encasements. Now, I know a lot of people don't like encasements and all that because it can block some of the DPS power, doing damage and everything in PvE. That's why I run with Psychic Resonance. Psychic Resonance will not only put a stun on anything out in front of it that I hit with that, but it'll also break those encasements, and it does a little bit of extra damage too. In a controller role, you're not really worried about doing that, but it's something that helps out with DPS, especially on a bunch of ads. I also use Phantom Flames. Now, I know I've got two defense debuffs in my loadout. That's because Thought Bubble is more of a situational crowd control one that I use. Phantom Flames is the one I will use whenever we are going after the boss. And then, of course, I've got Psychic Empowerment, which I use to give extra power out to the entire group. There's also a little trick here, a little thing that I'll show you with the Psychic Empowerment here in a little bit that makes it even more useful, and it's something I think a lot of controllers don't know about. I also use Grandeur if I ever find myself where I've got aggro or I'm in a little bit of trouble and I need to break out and everything. I'll pop Grandeur and it gives you a little shield to get you out of there. Talking about some of the other powers here now, shields and all that supercharges. Bastion is a very good supercharge, but it's more useful if you're doing alerts because it only provides a shield out for yourself and 3 other people. The other shield supercharge, it's a good one to use, is as soon as I find it here, and bam, Psychic Shield. But now, that is a very good shield. Provides a shield for up to 7 people. However, it's 100% supercharge, so your use on it is very situational. I find that having Grandeur for yourself in there or having the second situational debuff is a lot more useful. Another good one is power to use is Horrific Visage. This can actually work as a crowd control effect, as it will turn whoever you hit into a ghost, and it will make his allies attack them in PvE. It's a very good power. If you have the dominance for it, I suggest using it if you like. Also, for whenever I'm running support, I'll sometimes run with Psychic Shock there. It'll because it provides puts electricity on there in case we got any electricity DPS in there. Although the electricity power interactions do cancel out, so it's not. It's very situational. It depends. These are the iconics I use. I know I don't really have. I know I've got the attack crits and everything in there, but it helps out. Now here's a little trick I was going to show you with Psychic Empowerment. Right here, you hit Psychic Empowerment, you go down here and you check out your current effects. Psychic Empowerment increases your precision and your might. It's precision by 62 and your might by 77. Now this only lasts for 6 seconds. So what does that tell you, controllers? Hit Psychic Empowerment every 6 seconds and you'll be doing extra damage. I know there's a lot of controllers out there that like to do nothing but damage. Alright, that being said, let's go ahead and we'll get into FoS1 here. Now, in here you'll see me utilize, now the way this raid started out, we had I plugged into this raid, we had a controller. My VIT right now in this video is 1041, not the highest, I know, is not up there with a lot of people who main controllers, but it's still pretty good, and it's more than enough for FoS1. The other controller we had in here, his VIT was 740 something, I believe, and he kept overwriting my POT. So we ended up having to kick him because he wasn't listening. We were trying to talk to him, trying to let him know what he needed to be doing and everything. But he just wasn't listening. He wasn't even hitting recharge. He was a hard light controller. And I know everybody out there knows how I feel about hard light controllers in PvE. There's people out there that make it work, and more power to them. I'm glad you guys can. There's just some people though that should not be should not be hard light controlling in PvE in this game. Anyways, we got lucky here when we opened the instance up. We got a PUD controller in. He was hard light, but his VIT was a little bit higher than mine. I think his VIT was about 50 higher than mine. So I went ahead and I said, fine, so you got higher VIT, so I'm going to let you have power over time. Now, the thing with power over time is, if you have a lower vitalization, all right, then you need to let the other controller have power over time. If not, if you constantly use your, power over time power, for like mental, it's telekinesis and psychic blades. If you continue to use that, you're going to overwrite the other controller's power over time, and then everybody's going to just run out of power because. Not because maybe my VIT being a little bit lower than this other controller's, it wouldn't have affected that much, but it would have canceled his power over time out and overwritten it, and it just makes things a lot more difficult. As you see right here, this is how I usually run my rotation. I'll do a quick little flurry and all that with the bow there, and then I'll hit psychic empowerment. And then I'll put the debuff on as soon as I see that debuff's off, and I'll just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Make sure if you've got a PvE trinket for controllers, make sure you pop that. Psychic Empowerment works as a great cancel for that animation, as you saw right there. And then go right back into your little rinse and repeat. I mean, my buddy S.J. Carlos, he always used to talk about, PvE is nothing but tapping triangles, and that's basically what it is for controllers. Especially, you play controller the way I do here at Mental. As far as weapons for mental controllers, I'm using the bow right here because right now, currently, it's the best weapon I've got for controlling. However, that being said, excuse me, I much prefer hand blasters for mental controlling. The juggles you get with hand blasters on top of the power interactions with mental, and you just juggle adds for days. And you see right here, we burned through this boss pretty quickly here. Every once in a while I threw a thought bubble out there on the boss for a defense debuff, just to entrap, because thought bubble will entrap the target and anything near it. So I would do that, and then I'd hit with a psychic resonance. You may have seen earlier in the video, I did a lot of damage when I hit encased ad with psychic resonance. Again, though, I'm not here to do damage. I'm here to provide power out for the group and do crowd control. Right here, second boss fight here, you'll see. Neat little trick here to make this fight a little bit easier. I popped Grandeur right there because I saw a ad coming at me on the mini map. But throw a little thought bubble on those guys or an encasement, and just give a few taps with the triangle and push them right over the side. You don't have to ever worry about those ads again. And then it's just mainly coming over here and helping out with the two crabs right here if somebody else has pulled the two ads on the south side off. So, okay, getting back into this here. For controllers, psychic empowerment, recharge, and defib for recharge for hard light and defib for gadgets. That provides this. You get the same effect with the precision and might boost every 6 seconds. I find it more often than not that controllers, especially the controllers who are not taking care of power over time, are not using their powers as efficiently and as much as they should be doing to help out the group. Like I said, I'll go through here. I think that's a 7-hit combo that I go through every time with their. It doesn't build my power up a lot, but I'm a controller, so my power is going to get built up pretty well on its own. And if I ever have a problem with that, I can always just go into a longer combo to build power up. But just quick combo outs, hit your psychic empowerment. Quick combo out, hit your psychic empowerment. Just keep doing that. Right now I'm in more of a support controller role right here, dealing with crowd control. I'm doing all the debuffs, and I'm hitting the power out just to make sure everybody's on power. And as you'll see here in all these boss fights here, I've been showing nobody in here is really hurting for power except for me and the other controller most of the time. If you're, right here in this boss fight too, if you're the support role controller and all that, you be the one that grabs the crystals. That way the DPS can concentrate on bringing down more crabs, bringing down crabs and the ads faster to help out. But yeah, this is actually a really good pug group I ran with today. Didn't really have any issues except for that controller there at the beginning. One thing I also want to add is I'm going to try and see what I can do. I know a lot of people have been asking about, showing me showing videos with my other characters. This is the start of it. I know I did the Gates tanking raid where I tanked it on my main tune and all that. I'm going to be doing stuff like that with these right here. I saw an encasement. I hit psychic resonance and all that and did extra damage and all that to those ads. That's the way power interactions work in this game. Some of them are broken, I'll admit, but it does help out a lot when you with the ones that do work. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to be working on trying to get videos out showing you guys, how to do certain roles and everything to the best of my ability. I'll admit. I will say I think I'm pretty good as a tank in PvE and PvP. With fire. With other powers, I'm around average, I'd say. I'd like to think I'm a little bit better than average. Mental controlling, I've been doing it for a while now. I've had this tune since launch, or around launch time, and even though I don't have that many skill points on him, I do have got some good gear on him. I've been able to take this guy through gates a couple of times, about 3 times now. And I've gotten some, good gear out of there I've been using. Plus I got, some VIT 2 mods and everything like that on him. So, that's, how I got my VIT up high enough. Plus all my skill points that I've got go into making sure that I've got all of the VIT innates for controlling. All that being said, yeah, I'm going to try to get more videos out there for you guys, showing you guys this. The next one I'm going to try and get to you guys will be Earth. Probably won't be recorded until after this weekend because it'll probably be one of the FOS raids. I don't have enough gear for her yet to get her into Gates or Prime, so not to mention really the skill points. This guy here, I'd like to try Prime out with him, but I really don't know how useful it's going to be. Right here, I kind of screwed this up. I should have gone after those crystals and everything, but I thought the healer we had, the source healer we had, was going to be coming by there with transmutation and hitting them, but didn't happen. That's alright though. We missed out on his feet. I think I've already got this feat on this guy though. Excuse me. So sorry about that.
That tail can punch through steel.
But yeah, I'm gonna do a Earth. Next video I do will be an Earth raid video, talking about Earth tanking specifically. In that video, they're giving you guys the loadout that I use. I actually end up like, especially in like FOS2, I end up switching my loadout a bit, especially when we go to the bridge part. But I've been able to successfully tank that raid several times with my Earth tank. I know I've been kind of slow getting that video out for you guys. I just want to make sure that I've got good information for you guys before I post a video on this is what you should be doing, or this is what I think everybody should be doing. And that's why I haven't gotten that video out yet to you all. I'll also try and get a video out to you guys showing you the the electricity healing on my electricity tune, and possibly, no promises and all that, I may go through my other characters, start getting them a little bit of gear. I've actually been sending some of the green gear that drops from the duos, from the new DLC 3 duos. I've been sending them some of that gear, some of that green gear, to that's not to try and boost their CR up so much, but to give them better gear so I can show you guys, like, sorcery healing, which I have yet to do in this game. So it's going to be a new experience for all of us. Also, gadgets controlling and DPS, which I have done a bit of on another tune. Also, there's hard light, which I'll more than likely be showing you hard light DPSing in PvE, only because of my feelings on hard light controllers in PvE, because all of their defense debuffs, even their POT, is based on doggone melee attacks. So but yeah, that's our pretty much it for this video here. We're gonna finish this boss off here pretty easily. This was a really good group that I was running this raid with here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have suggestions or any other ways that you do mental controlling, please, by all means, leave a comment in the suggestions and all that. By no stretch whatsoever am I saying this is the end-all, be-all way of how you should be doing mental controlling in PvE. This is just the way I've, this is just the way I've gotten comfortable with doing it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do so. Give it a thumbs up. And if you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe. Also, don't forget, I'll have a link below. Tune into the DCUO Show. It's a new podcast I'm going to be co-hosting. Until next time, though, y'all take care. Bye.